Well, hello, my darlings. It's me, your absolutely gorgeous leader. I'm in a mood tonight, so get ready for that. Here to bring you a story. A story that I've actually recorded twice now, and I was so dissatisfied with both recordings that I just threw them out. Or deleted them. I don't actually have to physically throw them out, they're files. Why am I explaining this to you like you don't know how a computer works? Anyway, let's talk about this story, because it has an interesting title. The original title it is. I can't call it this on YouTube, because YouTube won't let me. Those are no words, you know. I can say Moon Cult, though, because that's ours. And we are the most fabulous one on the internet. I challenge anyone to fucking, defy that. They can't. They can try, but they'd be wrong. And all of you know it because you're fabulous, and I love you. I'm burying the lead a lot, but this is a story by Reddit user Mr. Bleh, which is just a fantastic name. I really like your name. And this is an interesting tale. Again, I can't really say the name of this, so I don't know what I'm going to call it when this is uploaded. So I don't know. I'm sure it'll be very surprising. But this is an interesting tale of someone who went through something bad, but at the same time, the person responsible is not only just, a terrible person, but is so absolutely insane that I want to warn you. I want to warn you like you're supposed to do in videos about, horrible events and things like that. But it circles back around to such levels of insanity that it's going to bring you right back out of whatever horror you experience, and you're just going to be like, wait, what the fuck? Yeah, no, it will happen. It'll totally happen. And believe me, I wasn't prepared either. So, first off, before we even begin, I just want to say that Mr. Bleh, again, fantastic name, you are welcome amongst our group. You are loved, you are appreciated, and you are always safe here. And that goes for all of you. You're all fantastic people. I've recently declared myself as more than just your favorite space uncle. I'm a literal space god, and you can't prove I'm not. Besides, I have to be. I'm beautiful, so these are rules. Let's read this story, shall we? Enough of me talking about nonsense. Let's go into this. Hey, Moonhorse. Hello, darling. In time for Halloween, I decided to tell my story of being in a quote-unquote satanic cult and knowing its leader, a bigger, scarier neckbeard. You did, in fact, post this in time for Halloween, but I'm a lazy bitch and didn't get to it till afterwards. Sorry. For names, I'll go as myself. The leader is Blue. Two of his friends are Red and Cat. I met Blue while I was active on DeviantArt. I was just starting to get into witchcraft, spirituality, and he was one of my favorite artists at the time. When Blue and I started talking, it was over a misunderstanding. Once things were talked over, we started to share our personal beliefs. I was dumb and didn't see the red flags right away. Well, we often don't see red flags until afterwards. It's that whole rose-colored glasses thing. But it's not your fault, dear. He told me that I was broken. Oh, of course he did. And in pain. What a little asshole. Believe me. This anger is justified. As someone who's been through trauma and a rough upbringing, I believed him. Blue told me the basics of Satanism. That went into the subject of theistic Satanism. As in they believe the devil is real. Put a pin in that. I was looking for something to believe in, and being an edgy high schooler, I was interested. Blue had also introduced me to the website Joy of Satan. Remember that pin? Go ahead and pull that. So, before we go any further, I went into this website, but I believe Mr. Bled describes it pretty well, and let's just... Remember when I said we're going to circle back around? Here it comes. A cult in its own self that spews crazy conspiracy theories. Oh no! Theism, with a label of Satanism slapped onto it. There it is. There it is. I told you. I told you. But you don't know yet. Oh, it gets crazier. And what Mr. Blow went through, again, I am not downplaying this at all, was absolutely horrible, and they deserve love, compassion, and understanding. But y'all, we're getting into like Alex Jones territory, so you're going to want to buckle the fuck up, kids. You see, I was unaware of it at the time and didn't have any knowledge of what to look out for as I do now. Now on to the crazy stuff. That's when I knew shit was about to go crazy in this story. We haven't gotten to the weird shit yet. You're not ready. I'm not ready, and I've read it twice. Blue had made himself my mentor and called me my dear. He was very controlling over what I learned, used, and practiced. Blue would say that I was naive and needed him in order to practice properly.
Sure, Jan.
It got worse over time, to the point that he freaked out on me for having crosses. He was very anti-Abrahamic religions, and called them Extians. I personally hope he said that out loud. I said it because it's in a story, and I say it now as a joke because now I'm aware that this term exists. But I would love to hear someone actually use this seriously, because that is the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard. I have Christian friends, devout ones, who would find this hilarious. Are they superheroes? Are they the Extian men? I'm sorry. This shit is sending me. There's also the fact that he'd freak out at me for talking to him too much. Like either responding too quickly or spamming him, which I probably did, but it was with messages and asking how he was. Yes, the most powerful cult leader. Can't deal with the fact that people want to know if you're having a good day. Everything alright, bud? Things going okay? Hope you're having a great day there, pal. This is too much. I simply cannot handle it. My dark soul is not prepared. Honey. This is when he labeled me as an emotional vampire. I fucking can't with this man, and I don't even know him. And said that I needed to improve myself. Bitch, please. It led him into ranting at me for the smallest things I've done. Basically yelling at me and bringing me down to the point of tears. It was a continued cycle of him raging at me, giving me the silent treatment, and then apologizing only for it to happen again. Yes, the cycle of rage and then love bombing. It's a very simple cult technique, and considering how he's very simple, I'm not surprised that he knows it. Again, we are not downplaying the stuff that Mr. Blair went through. This is horrible, and they deserve all the compassion they should get. But I will absolutely mock the shit out of this little wannabe Dark Lord, because fuck him. He doesn't deserve the respect. Believe me, you'll find out why very soon. The Coven. I have friends who are pagan and would be insulted at the fact that they use the word coven. This group calls themselves a coven. But then when you hear what they believe in, you're gonna go from how dare they call it a coven to going to your own coven and being like, y'all, let me tell you about these bitches. It's gonna change your fucking world. Blue had formed his coven, in quotes, a group of like-minded theistic Satanists. They were against modern society, believed themselves to be non-human spiritually wise, and often referred to the Grey or the enemy. So, they're like a bunch of otherkin. Devil-worshipping otherkin. But before I continue, I did say the Grey. Don't look that up, okay? I know you were thinking about it. Don't do it. Before you look up anything, alright? Some of you may not be able to say it out loud, because you're in a place where you can't. Maybe you're on a bus or on a train listening to this in public while you walk, whatever. What do you think the Grey means? Because I looked it up. I know, and I'm going to tell you. But I want you to think what it could mean. You ready? Aliens. I'm not kidding. I'm fucking serious. Specifically the reptilians, actually. I'm fucking serious. I'm gone. I am done. You can't. You fucking can't. I refuse. I refuse. There are Satan-worshipping otherkin who believe that the reptilians are coming for us all. Oh my god, no. It gets better, though. Hold on. I didn't know what the gray was, and thought it was like a metaphor. These people would go on tangents about society, humans as a species, and Xtians. Sorry. I'm sorry. Blue was the leader, along with Red, a friend who lived with him, and Cat, who would later play as good cop whenever Blue exploded at me. Yeah, that's also a tactic. Fuck all these people. Mr. Blow, you are a fantastic person, but fuck all these people. Actually, don't fuck them. Unfuck them forever. Don't give them fucks. Fucks are fun. They shouldn't have that. This was when Blue told me that he's Lucifer's soulmate. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm gone. I have left the corporeal plane. I have become even more of a spirit. I am the dead god now. Because that shit killed me. You're what? You are what, sir? No. I can't. But it gets better. And was marked as priest by Lucifer himself. I just imagine Lucifer marking him like that scene in The Lion King, just marking him across the forehead. Simba, you know? If it wasn't for copyright rules, I would make a parody of this using the music from The Lion King. But I know YouTube won't let me, but you know what I'm thinking of. Whatever he said was law, and relayed messages from Lucifer to us.
Sure, Jan.
Blue used this to manipulate people who had different ideas and beliefs that went against his own and challenged him. Well, doesn't he sound like a ray of fucking sunshine? This is where things get a little worrisome, and why I say we should always love and care for our wonderful OP, Mr. Bleh. Blue convinced me to stop taking my meds for anxiety and depression. It sent me into a horrible withdrawal, yet I still trusted him. He'd gotten extremely personal and close to me, only to use me as leverage for his own ego. And this is why, right here, 1, we do all we can to show love, compassion, and care for Mr. Bleh. And 2, why I am dragging this little wannabe Dark Lord bitch like the bitch he is. Because if you do that to hurt somebody for your own fucking ego, you absolute little bitch, I am never going to not mock you. That is just your life now. But don't worry, it gets worse. Remember when I said this was going to loop around again into full fucking crazy town? Well, we've gone through once. Let's go for round 2. Neo and grooming. There it is. There's the loop. There it is. It's like a bad fucking roller coaster, isn't it, kids? Blue is a Neo.
Oh no.
Of course he was. And it became more apparent with his anti-Semitic rants. Wow, what a fucking charmer. I tried to ignore them, just like his anti-vaccine rants and COVID conspiracy theories. Satan told me they're turning the frogs gay, okay? Oh, fuck this man. Anyway, sorry, no, unfuck this man. Don't give him fucks. Fucks are fun. He shouldn't have them. He would also get too close and cross the line between student and mentor. Personally, I really hope you punched him in the throat, but I'm pretty sure that didn't happen. But we can envision it and hope for the best. A very good friend of mine saw the red flags and slapped me with a good dose of reality to see that Blue was grooming me into being a Neo.
Oh no.
Your friend is a wonderful person. I confronted Blue about this, and he at first tried to make himself out to be concerned, saying that I was putting work and relationships over spirituality. It progressed into him growing more angry until I blocked him. Good for you. He sent his friend to relay his messages towards me until he ended up calling me a traitor. Oh, the poor little bitch. I left the cult and had been doing my own self-help and trying to deprogram myself. I later learned that Blue had lied about his age. He claimed to be in his 20s, but he's actually in his later 30s. Oh, so he's a crusty bitch, too. Cool. I was 17 when we met, and endured his abuse for about 3 years. I don't have to say anything. I just left that pause there so you could all let that sink in and let your own anger just kind of boil over. Feeling it? Me too. Because of Blue, I am scared to leave my house and of society, despite it being nothing like what the cult believed in. I'm also part Jewish and went into studying my roots recently to help me re-educate myself. He had done a lot of damage to me, but maybe my story will help someone else. Thanks for letting me vent this out. Well, as I said before, the main reason that we are so... I don't know what the word I want to use is. Cruel, dragging, laughing at the expense of this terribly insane group, again, is not to downplay the things that happened to you. Mr. Blair, you went through a horrible, horrible thing. And that is never to be ignored and never to be forgotten. You are with us now because we love you. And the only thing the Moon Cult ever asks of anybody is for you to be happy, healthy, and to be loved. We're, again, the best cult. I refuse anyone who says that we're not. And if anybody has an argument with that, well, you're just wrong, because we are. We're just the best. We're also the prettiest, and I can just say that with absolute certainty. I haven't seen every single one of you, but I just know you're all beautiful. And I'm saying that, and no one can ever take that away from you. So there. But Mr. Blair, you don't have to be afraid of anything. You don't have to be worried about this kind of stuff, and you don't have to be worried about going outside, or seeing the world, or doing any of the things you want to do. These people were horrible to you, but these people do not define you. You are better than that. You are far more powerful than that. You are far more amazing than anything they ever claimed or even thought you could be. They are a bunch of salty little weak bitches who believe in, like, bullshit conspiracy theories. And probably that they're actually turning the frogs gay. Sorry, we just can't not make fun of that. It's really funny. You are wonderful. And I can't thank you enough for sharing this with me. Not just because I'm never going to not drag this group, because this is really, really funny. And I went on their website, and it's it's fucking hilarious. Oh, look forward to that in the future streams. But also because I needed to know what we're looking at. What level are we talking about? These people are literally fucking crazy. But you came out of that better, stronger, more amazing, and fantastic. Your friend, I don't know who this friend is a wonderful person for helping you. And you're a wonderful person for just being you. And that goes for all of you. You're all wonderful people, and I love you all so very much. Do I really need to drag this blue guy anymore? I mean, I said enough, didn't I? Okay, a little bit more. The Lord of Dorkness over here thinks that he can control people by being a little manipulative asshole. Honey. The fact is that your group is only like 3 people, maybe more, but we're not worried about that. Because like I said before, when it comes to our group, there's a few key differences. We're actually happy. We're actually healthy. We don't believe in all this fucking nonsense, but we do make fun of it. And we don't have to have a sign from a god. We don't have to have someone marked like Simba in The Lion King as Lucifer's soulmate. We don't have to do any of those things. Because, bitch, I am a god. Prove I'm not. And again, of all the gods that exist, I'm just going to go out and say it. I'm the most beautiful. Again, prove I'm not. I'm in a very special mood tonight, and I hope you all enjoy it. But, no. No with this entire group. No with their bullshit. No with their little bullshit. I'm sure I have to censor so many of these things. Censor Knuckles probably came into this several hundred times, and I'm sure, editor Moonhorse probably isn't happy with me either. But this needed to be said. This needed to be shared. So often when we think of crazy-ass cults, we think of them coming from, like, the Christian side of things. But they do come from every angle, don't they? They're a little bit of everywhere. A little bit of everything. But that's okay. Because unlike a bunch of other YouTube channels that evaluate these things, read up on these things, and talk very seriously about how these things work, we're just here to make fun of them. I mean, I can't say that I'm an authority on anything except being an absolute bitch. I'm very good at that. But I want to thank you all for being here. And thank you all for what I know you're going to do. You're going to send wonderful, wonderful vibes and positive things to Mr. Bleh. I just know you are, because you're all such wonderful people. I don't even have to ask you anymore. Anytime I read one of these things where something like this happens, you guys come out in fucking droves to help and support and be there for this person. That is the reason why you're the best cult on the internet. It's true. I've always said that my audience is the best, and it's for things like that. You guys actually do go out of your way to help people. And you are wonderful people. And that's the reason why I love you. You really just are that great. So, if you would please, like, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube crap. But you know the comments that you're supposed to do. Not necessarily for me, but for somebody who actually needs your help. Someone who actually does need support right now. Also, feel free to drag that cult in the comments. I think that's funny, too. I have a Ko-Fi and a merch store if you'd like to check this out and support the channel. And if you can't, that's fine. Don't worry about it. We actually do have Moon Cult merch in the merch store, so if you'd like to have an official Moon Cult t-shirt or hoodie, you can do that. It's fantastic. I own one. I own a shirt and a hoodie. And a mask, actually. And a giant wall tapestry. Okay, I'm into my own fucking brand. Don't judge me, alright? I have a Discord server, and if you're not on my Discord server, the question is why? We're the best people. You should come hang out with us. We're wonderful. Every Saturday there's a live stream, which you should come to. It's like this, except live. And I'm way more salty and insane. There's also my subreddit, r/Moonhorse stories. That's where this came from, and many other stories. If you'd like to send me your own stories, questions, pictures of your dog, anything, send it there. I check it every day. And a lot of times those things get made into stories, like this. So, check it out. I love you all so very, very much. I say that in every episode, but it never becomes any less true. And I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everybody.